Hi, I'm Laura Zam, and today we're going to be talking about how to not be bored in bed. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back, and we are talking about boredom in bed. Now, to first address this, we need to find out, why are we bored in bed? There can be many reasons why people, couples, etc. may be bored in bed, but the one I want to focus on right now is boredom that comes out of following what we call a sexual script. A sexual script simply means that sex proceeds in a way as if it's scripted. And in fact, it is often scripted, especially for heterosexual people. Queer people tend to have a better time with this because there's not necessarily a set script that's handed to them by society. But heterosexuals really suffer from this because that set script is dictating how sex is, what it is, and how it is, meaning how it proceeds. So what I'm going to talk about in this video is a solution that I call Tapas Sex. So from here on out, I'm going to use a lot of food metaphors, as you can see. Tapas is small plates. It's a Spanish way of eating, you can say, and it consists of lots of small plates. Let's go back to the script. The script already has a kind of appetizer and main dish structure to it. So it is already sequenced in the way that a meal can often be sequenced. A meal that is, as I said, right, you've got an appetizer, which it can be a kind of warm up for the palate, and then you have your main dish and possibly dessert. But let's just go with the appetizer and the main dish. So again, heterosexual sex, that appetizer is often what we call foreplay. And if you've got a couple where you've got a male-bodied person, a female-bodied person, often there is a lot of pressure. Foreplay is like pressure for the female-bodied person to get aroused, basically. So foreplay is already problematic, and I'll go into that in another video, why I don't even like using the word foreplay. But let's go back to the script or this set way of eating when we've got the warm-up act and then we have the main event. And the main event is penetration or intercourse. So foreplay, intercourse. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, or how often? Right? Same old, same old, same old. Does your sex look like this? Foreplay, intercourse. So, like I intimated about the intimacy, there are a lot of problems with this. There are a lot of problems from a pleasure perspective. But today, in just talking about boredom, you can see it's same old, same old, same old, same old. We want to challenge that. Enter not just a new menu, but a whole new way of eating. And that whole new way of eating is tapas. So tapas, as I said before, is just lots of small dishes, small plates, in any order. If you have ever had the pleasure of eating tapas, and if you have not, then I hope you will one day. I hope you will one day. I wish that for you. And I wish that you go to Spain and you travel around and you find some cute little restaurant. Everyone should have an experience like that. So, but if you can get some tapas at your town, in your town, or around and about as you're traveling, because it is popular, you will find that when you order, you don't know which dish is going to come first, which dish is going to come second. You just order off this menu and then things just arrive. And you and whoever you're eating with create this feast or have a feast that is comprised of lots of little dishes. Okay, let's talk about sex. So, with sex, you can do the same. You can create a menu, and in the next video in this series, because this is a 4-part series, I'll talk about how to create a menu. But you create a menu, and both of you create a menu, and then you choose items off that menu. I usually recommend 2 to 3 items each. You choose that in advance of making love, and then you proceed. Now, you may have an idea of what comes next because you chose it and you can sequence it in advance, or you can leave it more to the moment. But you've got now things that are not necessarily foreplay intercourse, but maybe you've got massage. Or to be more specific, you've got foot massage. And you have maybe just eating and having some treats. You've got telling each other some lovely things, like telling the other person why you find them beautiful or sensual. You might have oral sex. You might have use of a toy. You might have penetration, but it is just one dish among many. And there is no set way that society is handing to you, at least, of how you are going to sequence this meal. You are sequencing this meal according to what feels pleasurable. So here's how you can try this yourself. What I would love for you to do is to sit down with yourself if you're single and just write out a menu, meaning a list of things that you find sensual, erotic, or even just relaxing to the body. Anything can go on this list that has to do with body pleasure. That's also a freedom here. It doesn't have to be overtly sexual. So make a list. If you've got a couple, each of you can make your own list and then come together and share your lists. And as I said in the subsequent video, I'll go into more detail about that. And then each of you will choose those 2 or 3 items and see what that looks like. I mean, experience what that is. Just having lots of these little treats and checking in with yourself, checking in with your partner throughout. Is this good? Do I like this? Do I want something else? Do I want to change? Right? Just staying connected. The dishes and coming out of the kitchen, so to speak, in this other way already challenge you or encourage you, help you to ask yourself questions about your experience. Whereas when you've got the appetizer main dish, often we just frankly we just have somebody else's agenda for sex. Often that's the case, and we're just going along with it, and we're not questioning it, and we're not questioning our reaction or lack of response. We're just kind of trying to get this over with or trying to please our partner in the best way we can. Tapas is breaking that mold, man, breaking that mold so that we can experience pleasure, our chosen pleasure, our partner's chosen pleasure, and we can stay present throughout this feast, throughout this tapas feast. Okay, put in the comments below anything that you would like to try, maybe something that might be on your tapas menu, or you might put in there questions about how to make this work, and anything else, any other comments, what you think about this way of making love. And that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one.